Introducing our Smart Rental Property Management Template, the perfect tool for landlords to efficiently manage their properties, track rental income and expenses, and stay organized all year long. Let's start with the Properties and Tenant Setup tab, where you'll enter all your property and tenant details. First, enter the property name or address of your rental property. Next, enter the tenant name. This is who's renting the property. Then, fill in the monthly rent amount you charge the tenant. Be sure to add the lease start and lease end dates to track the rental period. In the deposit amount paid field, enter the security deposit your tenant has paid. Finally, in the notes section, you can add any important details or reminders, like special conditions or maintenance needs. Once you've filled everything in, your properties and tenants will be set up and ready to go. Managing multiple rental properties can be overwhelming, but with this Google Sheets template, you can easily track all your income and expenses in one place. In this video, I'll walk you through how to use the Transactions tab to keep your rental finances organized and generate reports effortlessly. Let's get started. The Transactions tab is where you record every financial transaction related to your rental properties. Instead of juggling multiple sheets, everything is stored in one place, making it easy to filter, analyze, and track cash flow at a glance. This sheet includes a predefined list of common transaction categories, such as mortgage, maintenance, repairs, and insurance. Need to track something specific? No problem. You can customize the list to fit your needs, whether it's property management fees, marketing costs, or other rental-related expenses. Each row in this tab represents a single transaction, and you'll need to enter the following details. Date. The date the transaction occurred. Property name. Selected from a drop-down list, which is pulled from the Properties and Tenant Setup sheet. Transaction type. Choose between income or expense. Transaction category. A predefined list of common rental property expenses like mortgage, repairs, insurance, and utilities. You can also add custom categories if needed. Amount. The total amount for the transaction. Payment status. Select paid or unpaid. Only transactions marked as paid will be included in financial reports. A notes column for any extra details about the transaction. Keep in mind, the Dashboard and Property Summary tabs only calculate transactions that are marked as paid. If a payment is still unpaid, it won't be included in reports, allowing you to track pending payments separately. The Dashboard tab automatically generates monthly income and expense reports for each property based on the transactions recorded in the Transactions tab. This allows you to track cash flow at a glance without manual calculations. By default, the dashboard displays reports for the year 2025, but you can easily update the year if needed. Here's what you'll find on the Dashboard tab. Check Mark Monthly. Income and Expenses Report. A breakdown of how much each property earns and spends every month. Total annual income and expenses. The total earnings and costs for each property in the selected year. Line graph representation. A visual comparison of monthly total income versus total expenses for all properties. This graph helps you spot trends, like which months bring in the most income and when expenses peak, so you can better manage cash flow. Need a detailed financial report for a single rental property? The Property Summary tab helps you track total income and expenses for a specific property in a given year, giving you a clear financial breakdown at a glance. Let's dive in. With multiple properties, tracking individual financial performance can be tricky. The Property Summary tab solves this by allowing you to select a property and a year to instantly generate a detailed financial report. Once you choose a property and year, the template automatically calculates total income, total expenses, and a detailed expense breakdown by category, helping you understand where your money is going. Here's what you'll find on the Property Summary tab. Checkmark Total Annual Income. The total rent and other income collected for the selected property in the chosen year. Total Annual Expenses. A summary of all expenses related to that property, ensuring you know exactly how much you're spending. Breakdown of expenses by category. A detailed report showing how much was spent on maintenance, insurance, property management fees, utilities, and more. With this smart rental property tracking template, managing your properties has never been easier. Want to get started with this template? Find the link to download it in the video description below.